Skin is so dang tight around the muscle, it feels like it's gonna pop. Stimulation.
That's a stimulant. Great focus. Mental focus. Stimulation. That's gonna stimulate. Mental buzz. Great buzz. Stimulation. That's a stimulant. Fat burning. Maniaco. So maniaco style, like stimulation. That's gonna stimulate. Fat burning. Freaking mania. Maniaco, son.
What up, baby? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today we are reviewing Diamondtech D's Nuts Decut, thermogenic. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, homie. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. God bless all of you. I hope you're feeling amazing, living from the heart and staying out of the noisy head. God is good, man. And, you know, I just want to make a conscious effort to connect with him as much as possible, man. You can never pray too much. And, actually, that's not true, man. I don't know why I said you can pray too much, man. You know, sometimes, you know, we pray. I'm going to tell you how you can pray too much. I used to pray a lot, man. I was in a bad relationship, and, you know, I remembered the story where Moses prayed to God. God parted the Red Sea for him, and Moses said, God, what should I do now? God said, why are you talking to me? Walk. He parted the sea already. Walk. So we can pray too much, man. Sometimes you got to stop praying and take action, homie. I just remembered that. We can pray too much, but I want to pray more because I don't pray too much. But sometimes, you know, the sea's already parted for us and we just got to walk through, man. But anyway, man, we got deep today. Listen, that's what happens when I'm on the Decut, son. This is by the same makers of Aventador. I have my Aventador review recorded. It's probably been recorded for a month, but I'm waiting for Nutricartel to get some inventory of it so I could drop the review. So if people want it, they can get it. But if you like what I have to say about this hitter, homie, I said, yo, Nutricartel, man, I'm gonna run that Decuts review because that boy freaking goes, homie. And look at this, silver pills, which I'm not a big fan of, man. I like clear pills, you know, I like clear pills. Is it really necessary to ingest something that looks like that? I mean, come on, homies. So we just need, I know the marketing and this and that. Just give us some clear pills, homie. This is health and fitness, man. The less artificial junk, the better. Just my opinion, homie. But that doesn't mean this isn't an amazing supplement. So let's talk about it. And as I was saying, man, you know, I didn't know what to think of this. I didn't know anyone who's tried this, couldn't get a reference on it. So I gave one to my brother. I'm such a nice guy. I said, hey, man, you want to try a burner? He tried it. I got a text one day. He said, silver pill good. That's all he said, man. Orange man bad. No, silver pill good. And that's all he said. I was like, all right. He's like, yeah, I liked it. Then later on, he told me that it felt really good, man. So he didn't give me much of an in-depth review, but I knew it was safe to take. And so I ran the hitter. I'm going to tell you, man, I ran it for cardio. And then I went ahead and thought to myself, man, I want to pump iron on this thing, homie. Like, this feels like you could throw a stim-free pre-workout on it and pump some dang iron. And so I did that, son. All right, man, supplement facts. 1 capsule, and you get... I got to pull my phone out, man. This is very small writing. Very small writing, man, especially when you're stimmed up like I am. 50 capsules in a container, man. That's pretty dang good. And this is what they're giving us, man. DMHA as Octrodine. Ho! Got that DMHA, homie. 100 milligrams. Look at that. I like that, man. All you need is a little DMHA if it's good stuff. to activate, man, you got that. Is this that higher than giraffe vagina, high on the PP tingle scale, Fauci, lab leak theory, Wuhan hitter? Or is this that ICP, America's most wanted English walnut trash, snickle fritz, homie? You're gonna find out here, man. Then, we got ephedra extract, 30 milligrams. So just so everyone knows, and assuming this stuff even has this in it, you know, they're tickling your Decuts a little, they're tickling D's nuts a little. Ephedra is a BS ingredient, man. It's been hugely widely used now in the supplement industry because people see it and think ephedrine, and it's a nonsense. High tech does this BS. It's just nonsense, ephedra, and it does nothing. T2, which has, I guess, fat burning properties, 300 micrograms. Then you got the what? Look at this. I like how they try to get faint. Don't get bougie with me, homie. 137 trimethyl xanthine, 250 milligrams. You're a DMHA pre. You try and get bougie with me with the chemical compound. Just say caffeine, homie. Don't freaking get bougie with me, son. Caffeine, 250 milligrams. Man, I gotta tell you though, all jokes aside, I love that amount of caffeine, man. Man, I'm in a good mood, man. I feel I'm high right now. I like that amount of caffeine a lot. I always tell you a day, like a fat burner for me is 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine. I think any fat burner between 200 and 300 milligrams of caffeine is winning. I mean, dude, I look at fat burners pretty much as pre-workouts for cardio. And how much do you need to muster up a 35-minute? For me, my cardio set are 35, 40 minutes tops. I only need a little caffeine. I don't need any caffeine, but 2 to 3. Green tea extract, more fat burning properties, some diuretic effect, 50 milligrams. Alpha GPC, man, 60 milligrams. Gets you focused in, dialed in, thinking about the weights, forgetting about your Tinder dates, homie. 60 milligrams is very low. Synephrine hydrochloride, 50 milligrams, some heart rate action, some fat burning properties, some stimulation. Then hordenine, 50 milligrams, man. Hordenine, you don't see that much. And then the crash prevention matrix. Vitamin C, L-dopa, B6, niacin, B1, B2, pantothenic acid, B12 folic acid. So really nothing for like they call it a thermogenic. I guess the synephrine and caffeine, I don't know, man. Not much for thermogenic. Anyway, man, I took the pills. I've come to the dance floor. It was time for some serious cardio and some serious iron pumping, man. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about this. This felt like Aventador in a freaking pill, homie. This felt like Aventador in a freaking pill, homie. So, which is a good thing, man. This has its own source of whatever illicit ingredient. It doesn't feel the same as that Dark Labz DMHA pre. It's a much cleaner. It's such a clean, high, euphoric, good experience, man. There's just this feel-good, euphoric energy that takes over, man. It's just it's a solid freaking burner. And I really like it. No alpha yo, low caffeine, and it's freaking soup. Me and my brother both agreed. When I told him it had 250 milligrams of caffeine, he was super. He's like, that's super impressive. You take it about, I'm gonna tell you, the thing fully takes 40 minutes, 40 minutes to fully come together. You like that? Fully come together, man. 20 minutes after ingesting it, if you're on an empty stomach, you start feeling some energy, you start feeling it, and it starts building from 20 minutes to an hour. I mean, really, just a builder. It's smooth. There's no crazy heart rate or anything on. Like, it works as hard as you want it to work. The star of the show is the head high with it. It's the head high, euphoric, nootropic energy. That's what you get with this. This is it's got good physical energy. I mean, you're definitely awake, alert, you're moving. It kicks you into gear. but it's the star of the show. You start like floating / flying through your training without feeling overstimulated, but you're just feeling, you're like, man, I'm feeling freaking good today, man. Whatever the heck's in here, I just feel awake. I feel like I got a good head high. I got like this clean freaking buzz going on. There's just this euphoric, the mind, like when I pumped iron with it, the mind muscle connection is just freaking on point. Like every rep you're focusing on, good mood, the music sounding good. It's just a nice freaking burner, dude. Like there's no GBB or anything where your sweat leaves you sweating a long time. You're just feeling freaking optimal, homie. You're just feeling optimal. And again, it's not even like over the top stimulated where you feel like you're burning your brain out or super unhealthy. Like the Dark Labz sourcing DMHA has like more of that pee-pee tingle kind of sensation, like the real illicit feeling. It's definitely illicit, but it's more in the just like a good clean head buzz, man, like kind of its own thing. If you've used Aventador, man, it's very similar sourcing to that, or same sourcing, very similar experience to that, where you just once it kicks into gear, once it picks you up, you're just like, man, I'm freaking like got this this feeling where my head is just you're looking in the mirror, man, you're kind of can't even see straight, man, because you're just kind of on, man. You're just kind of on. Very hard to describe, but it makes training like pretty effortless, man. You're just kind of flying through your training while the music's going. You kind of forget what song is on, and you're just freaking going. As I said, you're not like super stimmed up. There's no excessive heart rate. There's nothing to be scared of. No death, no survival mode. It goes just as hard as you want it to, and you just feel motivated, positive, and stimulated in the right way, where the dosages are just hit right, man. I would say anyone would take this and give this good feedback, man. Don't expect like, let me tell you this, like, it's euphoric. Nah, man, it's euphoric, man. It leaves you feeling freaking good for the day, homie. Like, there's some definite, I think, appetite suppression with it. Not the kind where you're forcing yourself to eat or anything like that, but you just feel, whatever the heck's in here, dude, just feels freaking good, man. I'll tell you that right now. As I said, like Aventador, you just feel there's a good euphoric head high with it without feeling overstimulated. That's what I'll say. It's just, I mean, how much can I say about it? The physical energy is there. It's definitely there, but I think the head high is stronger than that physical heart rate energy. I mean, it brings you you feel every bit of that 250 caffeine. I mean, if you told me there was 300 caffeine, I'd believe you, but that's about it. But then the rest of the star of the show is just where your head starts floating off your neck and you're just going through your training, man, effortlessly. Just freaking flowing through your training, homie. Just flowing through your training without feeling too stimmed up or any negative side. It's like all positive with no negative side effects, man. That's what I got. Definitely sick. 50 pills. I don't know what they're selling it for, but I'll link below with the discount code to knock off some big cash. It's like Aventador in a pill, maybe 10% toned down or 20% toned, a little toned down, because, Aventador probably has 400 milligrams of caffeine. This has a little less DMHA feeling, but I don't know, man. It's really freaking nice, dude. Like, this is good to I put transparent Labz stim free on it, so I had the betas and all that, and I was just pumping that dang iron, had good pumps and everything, and just had that mental nootropic head high, man. That feel good, illicit. It's like illicit, but not over the top illicit. But it's definitely STIM junky, like STIM junky feeling, like STIM junky head high. very clean, man. Like it's its own sourcing of whatever freaking illicit ingredient is in here, where you just feel freaking clean, man, and good. And but not at the Dark Labz level, but also that eliminates any side effects from the Dark Labz level kind of DMHA, if that makes sense. So it's, you know, everything has pros and cons. It's not as illicit as a Dark Labz DMHA kind of feeling, but it's also cleaner with less negative side effects and freaking still feels euphoric and good. That's what I got, man. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'll link below where to get it. Hit the dang like button. Just glad you're here. Look, man, remember, when you're praying and praying, sometimes your prayers are already answered. God's parted the Red Sea for you. Sometimes we just got to walk through, homie. If you're feeling that, man, hit the dang like button. I love you all, man. Let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.